Hi, my name is Stephen Burton, and I'm here at the MachineCon Singapore 2019. My role is Executive Director of Center of Executive Education at the Indian School of Business in Hyderabad, India. So education, I think, is going to be one of the key factors going forward in corporate environment. The ability to learn, the willingness to learn, general curiosity is one of the things that employers are most interested in these days. But what we're seeing is maybe a migration, not away from, but to complement formal degree programs to shorter duration programs. And so as part of the lifelong learning journey, individuals are engaging in bite-sized learning, a day here, 2 days there, an online course here, readings there. And so the education market, the reskilling market is taking on a continuous packet version versus individual going out for 3 or 4 or 5, 6 months, a year for a program. And so the bite-size, continuous version, and then the relevancy and currency that's associated with that, I think, is what's driving the reskilling market these days. We were one of the pioneers in data analytics programs. I think we're at year 5 now, and I may have my data wrong on that one, but years ago we started a formal certificate program in data analytics that allowed this largely unserved market to begin to develop those skill sets, and to do it from a program from a top business school that actually resulted in a certificate at the completion. There's admissions criteria, there's interviews, there's assessments during it. So it's a rigorous program that's addressing a strong demand in the market such that we're able to configure 2 cohorts a year, and it blends the largely technical component of data analytics, but also, because we are a business school, it brings in leadership and managerial components, because it's not just about being the best technical person, but it's about having the full package to be able to package and sell and advocate and build teams around your ideas. To be more consultative in our approach, we're not going to be a consulting company, but be more consultative in our approach. And what that means is, instead of us going out to an individual or organization saying, here's our brochure, here's what we offer, we go out to an organization and try and understand what their problems are. We go out to an organization and try and understand what their needs are and where their gaps are. And we do this through multiple ways. Some of it is through directly in our executive education. Some of it's through our executive degree programs where working professionals can develop. But also we do it through helping organizations capture their information through our case writing center and our Center for Learning and Management Practice, to where we go document their journey in particular business problems that they've solved. And in documenting that journey, they get to partner with faculty and get to partner with members of ISB, and that helps them to begin further understand maybe what their gaps are. And so what we want to do is to be a collaboration partner versus an education service provider, and we're moving in that direction. From the time that I first moved, so 8 years ago, I spent almost a year living in Pakistan, and then Singapore for 7 years, and now Hyderabad for 5 months. I was with SMU, and then I spent 2 years with INSEAD, all in the education space. But if you look specifically at India and South Asia, you look at the migration into the middle class, you look at the migration into disposable income, you look at the economic growth and the human talent, human capital demands that that's putting on the population, I think that market's going to explode. And I think that it's going to explode in ways that we may not even know yet, because I don't know that there are enough service providers. I haven't done the data or done the research on this, but I don't know if there's enough service providers to meet that demand. So I think individuals are going to find channels to do that. And ISB needs to be close with these individuals and close with these organizations to understand how those needs are moving, so we can best respond and be agile and respond to that. I was excited to be here, but not completely sure what was going to happen. And so I've spent a half day listening and talking. The practicality of the presentations, the practicality of the questions, the ability for me, a non-technical person, to understand how these things are being used is presented beautifully at MachineCon. And so I'm so glad that I came, and so glad that I have a deeper exposure to this. And I've also had the chance to meet some fantastic people, so it's been a good experience.